I, m32, think I saw my baby's chart and I can't be the father. Wife, f30. We had a difficult birth. Everything is fine. Mother is recovering and baby is doing well. I went to talk to the nurse and a chart was up on the computer. I think they listed our baby as type B blood. There was a lot on the screen. A lot going on. And my head was swimming, so I'm not certain that's what it said, and I'm not even certain that was our kid's chart. We're both type A. We donate blood, so I'm 100% certain of our blood types. It didn't immediately register, but I checked and that shouldn't be possible. Meaning I'm not the father if our baby has type B blood. TLDR. I think my baby has an incompatible blood type and I'm not the father. I'm not sure what to do next. Should I ask my wife? She's still recovering and I don't want to stress her unnecessarily. Can I ask hospital to see the chart? We're already home. Do I just get a home paternity test, cheek swab, and wait to get the results? You don't even know if that was your baby's chart. Go to the hospital and get a copy of the records before you potentially blow up your marriage for something you might have seen when exhausted. You could ask the hospital. It's the easiest. I'm not sure about blood genetics inheritance. Maybe people here will help. If there's one thing I've learned from Reddit is you should immediately accuse your wife of cheating. Go stay with your mom and get your mom to also accuse your wife of cheating. Then get a paternity test. And when it comes back that you are the father, you get mad at your wife for being mean about it and blow up your marriage. You think, I would be 100% sure before you start throwing round your accusations. So you saw a chart and don't even know if it was your baby's? You're looking for an out, my dude. A baby's blood is not a secret. Maybe ask them to get the blood tested again for the proper type. Because it could have been an error. Or maybe you misremember her blood type. Who goes to Reddit first instead of the hospital? When you talked to the nurse, did you ask her what the baby's blood type is? Or what the chart said? Since you're probably not exactly qualified to interpret all of it, do you have any other reason to be suspicious of your wife cheating and carrying her affair partner's baby? Literally the only information you're giving us is that you saw a medical chart on a computer. You were nearby and aren't even sure it's your baby's. Leaping straight into such a huge allegation might not go over that well with your wife. Sure, you can sneak a home paternity test later to put yourself at ease. But man, you might want to think about why that thought even got into your head. Were you smoking crack before this detective work? You think they listed baby as type B, but you don't know. If you go wading in on a hunch, you're going to lose everything in the worst way. You don't know anything at this point. Not whether baby is type B, and certainly not that that was even your baby's chart. Your baby isn't the only one that nurse will have been dealing with. Quit sneaking peeks at confidential information that you're not 100% sure how to read and that may not even be your baby's. First, ask your doctor what your baby's blood type is. Depending on the answer from there will tell you if it's worth putting your relationship on its head at such a delicate moment. My dude, you think you might have seen something. You're not sure. And it's something where you don't have any real reason to even think that what you may or may not have seen was even about your kid. And you're about to blow up your marriage because of it. You're at the start of a soapbox derby. And have already jumped the start and zoomed away in your F1 car. Get a grip. Call and ask the hospital if they have your baby's blood type. Then when it turns out they don't, decide to never ever tell your wife about how you panicked and tried to destroy all your lives immediately after your kid was born. Here's what you do. 1. Go get some sleep. 2. If you can't do one, Go find a nurse and ask them for your child's information. Make sure it's your child's and not some random chart. Point 3. Determine whether there's any indication of something amiss. Point 4. If something is amiss, confirm with someone else to make sure that something is amiss. Point 5. Leave your wife out of this until there is 100,000% certainty. Sincerely, Mr. Trying to help you out. So you randomly saw some chart that you don't even know belonged to your kid, so your first thought is that it can't possibly be yours? Has anything ever happened to make you so paranoid? I love men. You just had a baby and saw random things in a computer and now have deluded yourself to believe this is not your child. Just divorce your wife now. You will hurt her less. I have to say, as a nurse, it's so common for patients and their families to forget that we have multiple other patients to take care of. Chances are it wasn't your kid's chart on the screen, but you can always ask hospital for records. And people like this procreate and vote grimace. This seems like the perfect time to accuse your wife of infidelity with no evidence. No way that could go wrong. Op. Do you have a reason besides a quick glance at a random chart to think that she's been cheating on you and would lie to you about being the father? I think you should take a step back. Relax. There is a lot going on with a childbirth. You're not even sure what you saw just yet. Maybe don't add to the stress of the situation by confronting your wife or doing anything rash. Maybe in a few days, call the hospital privately and double check. Even then, maybe have a chat with one of your doctors. There are a bunch of perfectly innocent explanations possible here before you start imagining the worst case scenarios. Jesus fucking Christ ISTG, some of these posts I see on here just have to be fake at this point. So, you thought you saw your baby's chart on a random computer screen at a hospital constantly birthing babies. Didn't think to ask. And now you're home thinking, what do I do? MF ask the hospital doy. But hey, whatever man. Blow up your marriage because you think you saw your baby was type B. Don't ask any questions or ask for your own baby's birth chart. Just go straight to divorce. Literally, why didn't you ask for clarification when it happened?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.